Hello and welcome to the Minimum Competence episode for Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. I'm your host for today, Andrew Leahy, a tax and technology attorney from New Jersey. On today's episode, we have Giuliani's creditors seeking documents from WABC's billionaire owner, FDIC Chair Gruenberg's resignation over a toxic workplace report, LSAC's new metric for law school applicants' socioeconomic challenges, and Column Tuesday on racial biases in IRS audits. Let's remember, Mr. Phipps's pretzel chips were only available for a few years, and yet bugles have been clogging up shelf space for like 50 years, and nobody wants them. And read today's legal news. On this day in legal history, May 21st, 1881, Clara Barton founded the American Red Cross. Inspired by her experiences providing care to soldiers during the Civil War and influenced by the International Red Cross in Europe, Barton established the organization to offer emergency assistance, disaster relief, and education in the United States. The American Red Cross received its first Congressional Charter in 1900, which was later updated in 1905 to formalize its responsibilities and relationship with the federal government. The Charter defines the organization's mission to provide aid to victims of natural disasters and armed conflict, as well as to maintain a system of national and international relief in times of peace. Under Barton's leadership, the American Red Cross played a crucial role in responding to natural disasters such as the Johnstown Flood in 1889 and the Galveston Hurricane in 1900. Today, the American Red Cross continues to be a vital component of the nation's emergency response infrastructure. It provides blood donation services, supports military families, offers health and safety training, and responds to over 60,000 disasters annually. The organization's founding marked a significant moment in the history of humanitarian aid in the United States, embodying a commitment to compassion and service that endures to this day. In recent developments regarding Rudolph Giuliani's bankruptcy, creditors are seeking documents from John Catsimatidis, the billionaire owner of WABC Radio, which recently canceled Giuliani's show. The creditors committee has filed a motion in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York to subpoena Catsimatidis for communications and documents related to Giuliani's relationship with WABC, his compensation, and details about the shows he hosted. The move comes after Catsimatidis canceled Giuliani's show due to the former mayor's repeated false statements about the 2020 election. The creditors are also interested in information about Giuliani's termination, statements he made regarding the Georgia poll workers who won a $148 million defamation judgment against him, and other potential assets. Giuliani filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy following the defamation suit loss, and his recent attempt to challenge the judgment failed. The committee has expanded its efforts to subpoena over 20 individuals associated with Giuliani, including his son, to uncover additional assets for distribution among creditors. Martin Gruenberg, head of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corp, or FDIC, announced he will step down following a report of a toxic work environment at the agency. The report, conducted by Cleary, Gottlieb, Steen, and Hamilton, detailed allegations of harassment and discrimination, highlighting a problematic culture at the FDIC during Gruenberg's tenure. Despite surviving intense congressional hearings, Gruenberg faced increasing political pressure, notably from Senate Banking Committee Chairman Sherrod Brown, who called for new leadership to implement fundamental changes. Gruenberg, who has been an FDIC board member since 2005 and served twice as chairman, promised to address the agency's issues but acknowledged his resignation once a successor is confirmed. The White House plans to quickly nominate a replacement to maintain the Democratic majority on the FDIC board, ensuring the continuation of the administration's regulatory agenda. The FDIC is currently collaborating with the Federal Reserve and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency on new capital requirements for big banks, a contentious issue in the financial industry. Gruenberg's departure could impact these regulatory efforts, especially if the board becomes evenly split between Democrats and Republicans. House Majority Whip Thomas Emmer called for Gruenberg's immediate resignation, suggesting other capable leaders could take over. The White House expressed its commitment to appointing a new chair dedicated to consumer protection and financial stability, aiming for swift Senate confirmation. The unfolding situation underscores the ongoing challenges and political dynamics within federal financial regulatory bodies. The Law School Admission Council, or LSAC, is developing a new environmental context metric to provide law schools with more information about the socioeconomic challenges applicants face. This metric will include data on institutional student spending, graduation rates, and the percentage of undergraduates receiving federal Pell Grants. Unveiled during an American Bar Association meeting, the project aims to offer a fuller picture of applicants beyond grades and test scores. The initiative is a collaboration with the College Board, which already provides similar contextual tools for college admissions. LSAC's research director, Elizabeth Bodemere, highlighted the importance of understanding the hurdles applicants have overcome. This new metric comes after the U.S. Supreme Court's 2023 decision limiting the consideration of race in admissions, though LSAC had planned the project years earlier. Law schools are testing the metric on 2023 applications to evaluate its impact on admissions decisions. Initial findings show that applicants from high-challenge colleges are 2.5 times more likely to be first-generation students compared to those from low-challenge colleges. Additionally, nearly all applicants from low-challenge colleges are accepted into law school, while fewer than two-thirds from high-challenge colleges gain admission. In my column this week, I discussed the IRS's acknowledgement of racial disparities in taxpayer audit rates as highlighted by Stanford's Institute for Economic Policy Research in 2023. The IRS plans to reassess and refine its compliance mechanisms, but mere algorithm adjustments won't suffice. Accountability is crucial for addressing how these algorithms exhibited biases and ensuring taxpayers can trust the system's integrity. Transparency, such as open sourcing the audit algorithms, is essential for enabling feedback from researchers and watchdog groups. The issue of biased algorithms extends beyond statistics. Racial disparities in audits undermine trust in the tax system, which is vital for voluntary compliance. Although algorithms aren't inherently biased, the people who create them can introduce biases, whether intentionally or not. This is evident in similar cases such as the Netherlands tax audit scandal, where policies flagged ethnic minorities for audits on childcare benefits, leading to widespread disallowance of said benefits and massive financial harm to numerous innocent individuals. In the US, the IRS's audit algorithms may disproportionately impact black taxpayers due to the way they predict income misstatements. Stanford researchers found that black taxpayers were audited at rates 2.9 to 4.7 times higher than non-black taxpayers. Whether these biases are overt or incidental, the experience of those audited remains unjust. Greater transparency in audit algorithms is necessary to ensure equity across all demographics. While there are concerns about revealing audit selection criteria, the benefits of transparency outweigh the risks. Disclosing audit rates across demographics and open sourcing the algorithms will allow for independent assessment and help identify and eliminate biases. Open source algorithms can also expose vulnerabilities, enabling improvements. The column underscores that addressing biases in enforcement processes requires more than algorithm tweaks. It involves engaging with effective communities to rebuild trust through transparency and accountability. This level of openness is crucial for restoring taxpayer confidence in the fairness of the IRS's audit practices. And with that, I thank you so much for listening to Minimum Competence, your daily news podcast for lawyers. If you're looking for more than Minimum Competence, links to further reading on all the topics touched on today are in the show notes. And reviews go a long way towards helping new listeners to find our show. If you have a moment, leave a rating or review on your podcast player. We'd appreciate it. And if you know someone that might be interested in a story we cover, consider sending them the episode. But remember, nothing here should be construed as legal advice because it is certainly not that. And Minimum Competence is available at minimumcomp.com and wherever you get your finely crafted podcasts. If you haven't checked out the website in a while, give it a look. There are complete transcripts and resources for each episode and its corresponding segments, as well as an opportunity to receive new episodes in email, newsletter, form. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and until then, remember, it's phrases like the calm before the storm that keep all of us on edge.
Mr. Phipps, Freddie, if you want to do pretzels again, fine, but I think they need a little work. Mr. Phipps. They could be lighter, crispier somehow. You follow me?
Mr. Phipps.
Wait. I've got an idea. What's the tastiest part of the pretzel?
The crispy outside.
No, the crispy outside. So what if we created a pretzel that only has an outside, sort of a chip? A chip you can dip. Get it?
Got it.
Now, what can we call them?
Mr. Phipps pretzel chips.
Great name.